Hey YouTube, welcome back to The Drop. Today we'll be discussing the Raptors Warriors Game 6 of the NBA Finals. More after this. Game 6 of the NBA Finals was a battle. The Warriors and the Raptors were going neck and neck, man. The Splash Brothers came out pretty effective. Klay Thompson unfortunately went out the game with a nasty leg injury. He had 30 points by the end of the third quarter, but he did good, man. When the game was coming down to it, honestly, if he didn't go out, I think they would have had a really good chance. But he went up for a dunk, and Danny Green came up behind him for a block. A lot of people were speculating that Danny Green may have been the cause of his injury, but honestly, it was just a fluke-type injury. Draymond Green had a triple-double on the night. He had 11 points, 19 boards, and 13 assists, doing it all on the side of a big man. You know, he was effective in the sense of not just scoring. He was doing those extras, you know, getting those boards, collecting those rebounds to try to help his team win. Andre Iguodala even stepped up, man. He had played a total of 32 minutes. He had 22 points. He was pretty effective from deep and was doing all those extra things that you need from a starting small forward. You know, early on in the series, I felt like he did well, but for the past couple games, he was really like non-existent. But he really did the fool the past game, man, with Game 6. And hats off to Kyle Lowry, man. I'm not the biggest Kyle Lowry fan in the world, but he really showed up when it took time to actually put this game away. In the first half, he came out the gate strong. He had 26 points, 7 boards, and 10 assists. And majority of those points came out in the first half. Where he started falling off in the second half, man, Fred VanVleet came off the bench and took over as well. VanVleet was man, that man needs to get paid now, honestly, because the way he played was really unremarkable considering the fact that he went undrafted. You know, he was the last man on a 15-man roster, and here he is in playoffs, man, making big moves necessary for his team to take home that dub. VanVleet had 22. Spicy Pete started picking it up too, man. He had 26 points. Kawhi even had 22, but it was a good overall effort from both teams. But you know, the better team came out in the end. The Raptors did what they needed to do towards the end of the game to make something happen. It was one play near the end of the game where there was a screen for Curry to make a winning shot, but it just couldn't fall. I really commend the Raptors for doing it the right way, and that's, you know, building a team from the ground up, and, you know, making the necessary trades this past season to, you know, put this winning roster together, considering you know, Kawhi is new to the team as well as Marc Gasol. You know, they came in and did what was necessary as leaders to put this team on their back and you know, show up and show out. So, hey, man, it's going to be a tough offseason because, you know, not only is Klay out with I believe they said it was an ACL tear, but as well as Durant, he's out with the same or similar injury where he just went through surgery. So, you know, the landscape of the NBA is going to be totally different going into next season. And I'm looking forward to it. I know, do you think Klay is going to re-sign? Do you think KD will re-sign with the Warriors? Or do you think they'll move around? Do you think they'll try to check out other teams? Even though they're sitting out for a year, you know, I think that another team still will sign them on the premise of them being there long term. So, you know, it's interesting to see the landscape of the NBA shift the way it is. This offseason is going to be crazy. I'm just looking forward to it all, man. We got the Kings of the North. That's what they are. So it was a great NBA season. I'm definitely going to be posting more videos showing you guys about trades and things like that. Appreciate you watching The Drop.
Outside Scotiabank Arena, Masai Ujiri, who made the bold trade to acquire one of the great players in the NBA. And boy, did it pay off. Show us how to do it.